Who is the most loyal character in the Poppy Playtime franchise? Bearing a female resemblance to the company's most iconic mascot and always trying to help in our time of need, this is the hidden story of Kissy Missy. Hey guys, Mr. OG here. In this video, we'll be covering everything we know about the pink fuzzy fur ball known as Kissy Missy. Our story begins after the escape of Harley Sawyer's experiment, number 1170, Huggy Wuggy, from the Playtime factory. The head of innovation, Leith Pierre, aka Harley Sawyer's boss, tasks him with finding a way to mellow out his experiment, and Sawyer comes to the conclusion that a female counterpart could solve the issue. This leading to the birth of Kissy Missy, as we note her appearance in the Executive Showcase VHS tape. According to the document titled Incident Report Experiment 1223, the introduction of Kissy Missy worked, and eventually, Huggy Wuggy was given security training and placed at the Welcome Center to act as a statue during the day and a security guard at night. Backtracking a bit, the creation of Kissy Missy is widely accepted to be based around the document titled Weekly Checkup 1172, where an experiment is described as being under emotional distress and wanting to go back to where it originally lived. Then it's explained that this experiment was moved to Storage B. Kissy Missy was also placed in a Storage B unit until the company deemed she was no longer needed for Huggy Wuggy and was going to relocate her to Playcare on August 8, 1995. At 10:59 a.m., Kissy Missy was loaded onto the train to Playcare, and her straps were loosened due to someone messing up the instructional VHS tape, and Kissy Missy broke free, killing the workers and coming back to lay on the board she was loaded on. This was the extent of her participation in the Hour of Joy rebellion that was staged by the Prototype and Preston Willard. Kissy Missy did not join the Prototype's ranks and instead befriends Poppy Ludwig in her experiment form, leading to them both bonding to the point where Poppy considers her a sibling after losing everyone else, as labeled by the Chapter 5 Sisters audio file.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. Hey, I'm here for you. I feel it too. Let's be scared together. You and me. I hold on to you, and you hold on to me. Just like always.
Fast forwarding to the arrival of the player in the factory, Kissy Missy makes an appearance at the cart corridors underneath the game station and decides to give the player a chance by helping them open a door. After defeating Mommy Longlegs and freeing Poppy, it's implied that Kissy boarded the train with Poppy to Playcare, Kissy Missy more than likely saving Poppy from the train crash as they appear together at Playcare unscathed. While exploring Home Sweet Home, we find a secret room with Kissy Missy inside sitting on a bed looking at the photo of a little girl. And if the weekly checkup document is correct, this means Kissy Missy is holding up a photo of her former self. Once the player makes their way back outside the orphanage home, Kissy Missy pins the player down, ready to finish them off until Poppy steps in and tells Kissy of our innocence.
I didn't do anything wrong. We're actually here to help.
Kissy Missy then proceeds to carry Poppy around Playcare as Poppy fills us in on everything going on.
You've been through so much. You deserve an explanation.
After defeating Catnap, Kissy Missy stays behind to pull the switch that sends us further below to the prison. Outside of our field of vision, she is attacked by a mysterious enemy that breaks her right hand and burns the right side of her face.
No!
Poppy goes back to help her, and it's only later that they reunite with the Playtime Butcher by pulling them in a secret passage to the safe haven while the Prototype walks by. Upon arriving at the safe haven, Dowie exclaims his concerns for Kissy Missy, implying they're acquainted and have met before.
Kissy! Goodness! What happened?
She is then left to rest in the care of the safe haven doctor as the player defeats Yarnaby, Harley Sawyer, and eventually Dowie after the safe haven blows up. Later, in Shelf Ventilation Block B6, Ollie reveals himself to have been the Prototype the whole time, and leaves everyone in shock. Poppy runs away as the Prototype blows up the vents, and Kissy catches the player with her broken arm and holds on for dear life with her other arm, ultimately losing her right hand from the weight of the player and the damage to her body. After being separated from everyone, Kissy Missy makes her way through Sweet Street and gets caught by Lily Lovebraids, a delusional experiment that throws her into a prison cell with Poppy, as confirmed by the Wrong Side Out music video. When the Playtime Butcher finds themselves inside Lily's home, they hear out Poppy's pleas for help and decides to help them.
We tried to cross Sweet Street. I didn't know she was still here after all this time. If you can help us get out, maybe find a lever or a key, anything.
The player grabs the cell's key from Lily's room and frees them, hatching a plan to rendezvous in the attic.
You did it! Let's get out of here before she comes back.
Once finishing Lily Lovebraid's red light green light game, the player, Kissy Missy, and Poppy all get caught trying to escape the house and are captured to attend the tea party.
And just where do you all think you're going? You wouldn't want to miss the tea party. No!
Once at the table for the tea party, the three are held captive by Lily's hair and she mocks Poppy as a prototype makes an appearance. The prototype argues with Poppy and cracks her skull, angering Kissy Missy as she shrieks with rage. Lily makes a grab for Poppy and the prototype smacks her, causing her to lose her grip on everyone, and Kissy Missy attacks the prototype by yanking at some canisters holding red smoke, leading to chaos and confusion, and ultimately Kissy Missy escapes with Poppy as the prototype retreats and the player defeats Lily Lovebraids. Kissy Missy is then found keeping an injured Poppy company as she reunites with Giblet. A plan is made to meet at a train leading to the data center when the player seemingly outruns Huggy Wuggy to get to the train station, but ends up getting caught in the end. But Huggy's attention shifts as he locks eyes with Kissy Missy. The two shriek at each other, then proceed to look over one another with love and affection. Kissy Missy makes an attempt to hold Huggy Wuggy's hand, and he almost smiles, but then the prototype shows up. The prototype stamps Huggy Wuggy and tosses him to the side, then proceeds to fight off a charging Kissy Missy and stabs her in the back, seemingly killing her as Huggy can only stare in shock. This is where the story of Kissy Missy comes to an end. Alright, now it's time to give my 2 cents on Kissy Missy. She's the most trustworthy character in the entire franchise and seems to spread love and care to her friends everywhere. She's kind, helpful, and doesn't seem to possess the ability to speak, but her cutout definitely shows a bubbly and upbeat personality.
Preparing for departure in 3, 2, 1.
I do think Kissy Missy and Huggy Wuggy are more than friends, but they're both in critical condition right now, thanks to the prototype. Luckily, I do think that they are alive because they possess the Poppy Gel substance, and that can save them from a lot of terrible injuries. Now, Chum Chumpkins is probably caring for them, as I mentioned in a prior video, or 2 other situations could happen in Chapter 6. The prototype captured them and is experimenting on them, or Harley Sawyer will help repair them. Ultimately, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but I can say one thing for certain. The community loves Kissy Missy as a true and loyal friend. She's proven herself time and time again. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. If you found this video interesting, consider smashing that like button or commenting below your favorite part or even sharing the video with a friend. This has been Mr. OG signing off.